Organizing farmers into groups, associations, and cooperative union has for nearly 30 decades eluded economic development planners for an agricultural economy that Uganda is touted to be. A case scenario is the Greater Busoga region, whose 10 of the 11 districts have intensified large-scale sugarcane growing over the last 15 years, motivated by the rapid entry of new factories eyeing the abundant resource. Jinja, Mayuge, Kalira, Namutumba, Kamuli, Luka, Iganga, Bujiri, Kaliro, and Buyende, with the exception of Namayingo, are all covered with thousands of hectares of sugarcane plantation. As Uganda's domestic demand cumulatively grew over the years from nearly 200,000 metric tons per annum in the early 2000s by nearly 10% year on end, it became clear that increased urbanization across the country, the neighboring countries such as South Sudan and DR Congo were jointly supporting the demand for sugar. That prompted the entry of multiple investors in the sugar production business, which set up new factories in the Busoga sub-region. Mayuge Sugar Factory, Kamuli, Kaliro, GM Sugar were also attracted by the now excess sugarcane across the sugar belt that they could instantly crush to produce sugar whose demand was rising. Up on the dashboard was the newest sugar producer Atiak Sugar Factory in northern Uganda. A stake in the Atiak Sugar project based in Amuru, northern Uganda, by the state-owned Uganda Development Corporation emerged as an opportunity for the Greater Busoga Sugarcane Growers Cooperative Union, who entered a commercial undertaking to support the new factory with sugarcane supplies.
The Greater Busoga Cooperative Union yatandikawo okunoonya akatale kwebyo ebikajja ebifiikira bikola ebitundu nkaaga mu 7 n'obutundu 5 ku buli 100 ku bikajja ebiri ebisoga wano wonna. Kitegeeza ki? Nti ebikajja bye tulina bingi, bamiira, tulina jemu, tulina kamuli suga, tulina mayuge suga, tulina kakira suga, tulina kaliro suga, tulina 7 sita luzinga n'ebyuma ebirala, naye tebalya bitundu bisukka 40 ku 100 bikajja ebyalimibwa. Kati President Museveni bwe yatuyita n'agamba nti tukoze tutya ensonga y'ebikajjo byajja. Ne tumugamba nti tulina ebizibu bya ensonga za mirundi 3. Tulina immediate intervention, tena ne tubeera ne medium intervention, ne tuba ne long intervention. Ati kitegeeza ki? Ne tugamba nti ng'abasoga twetaaga okuzimbirwa ekyuma ky'ebikajjo. Nga government bwe yateekamu essente mu kyuma ky'Atyaka ezisukka mu bitundu 49 buli 100, naye nga tebalina gadde ekikajjo ekimu.
Nizona Mwiza Wilson, omulimi w'ebikajjo hane Gadumire sub county, omukaliro district. Hano tofomingireho ekibiina ky'abalimi b'ebikajjo ekitweta Gadumire Sugarcane Outgrowers Cooperative Union. Tulina abamemba otuswika 400 era tulima ebikajjo. Ekikajjo kino ekyaizire recently kibe kyakamala okwiza awaiso hano ngombulamoji. Aye ekikajjo ekizire kibe tuli kibonamu nga kiri mukuku omuntu okusunamu era nga abantu bangi basobola okuzwayo okusinga kwetubeeranga era kyetuhalirizire etwasunire kyoma ekebwayuya nga ekyo tubanga tuli kutuuka okuganyulwamu. Aye ekiseera kituukire ekyoma nikibanga n'ebikajjo bitwala imbere tikisobola akolaki kubirya. Ahete tutuuke ekiseera tubanga abantu esaawa eno tusitavinga naki n'ebikajjo.
Supplies to Atiak Sugar estimated at nearly 15 billion shillings over a year-long period is expected to see at least the current more than 3 million excess sugarcane hitherto abandoned in plantations across Busoga conveyed to the miller in northern Uganda.
In Busoga, there is too much cane and less processing capacity. So the people from Busoga were exporting cane to eastern Kenya for processing, but that is no longer available as well. So that meant that the farmers in Busoga had a lot of cane. It is estimated, total production of cane is estimated at 7 million tons per year. And total crushing capacity is estimated about 4 million tons, meaning that we could be having close to 3 million tons in excess of total crushing capacity. So now the question was, what do we do with farmers? And farmers' cane was staying in the garden. Recommended time period is maybe 12 months to 29 months. But the cane were staying for 36 months and so on. And the longer it stays, the less productive it becomes. So, and therefore processing farms would not be interested in buying to get less. So it is at that point they said, but there is also a factory in Atiak, in Amuru, that has no cane. So the idea is, can we fill that gap, and we'll be shipping the cane from Busoga to Amuru. And maybe those are the trucks that you are seeing on the roads, ferrying cane from Busoga to Amuru, specifically to Atiak Sugar Factory.
Local farmers in Busoga, in desperate effort, are strengthening their already existing primary cooperative societies across the 10 districts that grow sugarcane in a bottom-up effort to bulk and secure permits to the few millers who were already picky with their demand.
I have been a farmer for Kakira Sugar Works and the Mayuge factory. But I have took about 4 years, I don't get a permit. I have used any solution to get a permit. I failed, really failed. But now I'm happy because of that cooperation union, Busoga Cooperation Union. Because I thank very much His Excellency President Museveni to give us a chance, to give us a trailer. We can take a sugarcane anywhere and we can get money. I am a farmer. I have now 30 acres already. About 4 years. I think I'm very happy. If I sell that sugarcane all of 30 acres, I expect to get about 120 millions. My target, I want to buy a lorry which I can transport sugarcane anywhere.
I'm called Chagonza Faizu. I'm from Fort Potro. I'm traveling sugarcane from here up to Atiak. Yes, it's like 1,000 kilometers from here to Atiak and come back. I get some money. And even my boss, yes. Last time I was working there in Sudan, but these days the situation of there is not good, yes. So that here is not very bad, yes.
The cooperative societies then morphed into what is now the Greater Busoga Sugarcane Growers Cooperative Union. With 70 primary cooperative societies feeding supplies into the mother cooperative union, farmers remain desperate for income with their overgrown sugarcane.
I've been stuck here for almost 4 years with my plantation sugarcane. And yet, I didn't expect that this one will happen. But now I'm proud that the pledge our beloved president gave us last time is now into consideration. What I can really appreciate is that I'm now going to get money, but from the pledge of our beloved president. I was not expecting that the trailer will come and take my sugarcane, but now it is what I'm looking at. I didn't have, I cannot afford to take, but because of our president, I can now take sugarcane, loading on the trailer up to Atiak. I have more than 40 acres. Meanwhile, I expect about 150 million from that year, if it is all taken. And from that, I expect to make my shop as a side income to add on what? To add on farming.
I'm the chairman, Bulongo Sugarcane Growers Cooperative Society and the Luoka Town Council. So look as a whole, we have about 700 members who have been loading sugarcane, and at least in every week we load 28 to 30 trucks, trailers. We would be loading at least more than that, but the problem we have is about transport, because some of the people, they are just hiring by themselves. Yet, at least we want an assistance of trucks which can be provided from the union or from Atiak, so that even those people who cannot manage to hire, so that they can also get a chance of supplying sugarcane to the Atiak.
Buti okutwala ebikadde Atiak twajeta immediate intervention eri kutuyamba ku buti okutolawo ekizibu ekiriwo ekyebikadde ebingi. Government ejja okuzimbenga ebyuma ng'abalimi balimu amaani agayongera okulima ebikaddo. Nenda akubiriza bw'abantu bona mu Busoga ne obweru bw'Ebusoga nti ekituyambibwaku kinene government kyekoze tugisiime era twongera okugiwagira. Era twongera okubiriza government nti etwongera omukisa ogw'okwongera okutwala ku ebikaddo Atiaka even elsewhere kubanga tukalina excess cane mungi mu Busoga.
Guiding the farmers to take farming as a business so that they can increase their productivity, what they can harvest from an acre and sell and get good money, but at the same time have food security in their homes. So we are focusing on iron-rich beans, because we know iron-rich beans, they have the iron and the zinc, which is very important for nutrition, and more especially for the blood. It improves the blood within the body. If someone has anemia, you can easily get better eating the iron-rich beans. It is also good for the pregnant mothers. It is also good for the women, especially when they have their monthly periods, they lose a lot of blood. But it is also good also for the young children. We are training them on good agricultural practices, how to better plant in lines, the weeding, the disease control, and then we go up to how they can harvest. Now, after harvesting, we also train them how they can store so that their produce doesn't get affected by the weevils. Now, after that, we train them the qualities, the produce quality, so that they make sure that they get that quality to sell to the market and get premium price for the quality. But we also organize them, the farmers. You know, if the farmers don't have a voice, they may not bargain for better price. If they are not clustered together, they will not produce enough for the market. And people will always say there is nothing to buy. So the farmer groups, we cluster them together so that they can produce and sell to the market at good profit. But the most important is to take farming as a business, but as a family business, so that all the family is involved, both from planning what to plant for the season, but also to use the benefits that they have got from the field. Over time, we have realized that when these people save for a reason, when they have focused saving, they will always have the money to reinvest and buy agricultural inputs to invest back into agriculture. But what has been happening is that the farmers save, and it reaches the point of sharing, and they share everything. They don't think of feeding the soil from where they have got this produce. So we are training them that when they save, they should have a package where they save specifically for agriculture reinvestment into agriculture. And indeed, at the end of the year, you find that some people have money. If you find a group with 40 million, 20 million, they can ably plan for it. So we are also training them to have seasonal production plans. What do we need for this season? What inputs do we need? And how can we get those inputs? And then we are also trying to change their mindset so that they don't only share in December or November, they share according to the season. So that during that time, they can use this money to buy their inputs to put back into their farming businesses. But we are also training them, most important, quality grain. And that's where we come in with post-harvest handling. There is a lot of issues on post-harvest handling. They should do harvesting at the right time. They should do proper drying, not on the soil, but use tarpaulins. The storage, using the hermetic storage, the PICS bags. And then there they can reduce even this, what we call the aflatoxin poison, that is causing a lot of problems to our livers and a lot of cancers coming up. So we are also trying to fight that poison that comes with poor.
An important crop both for food security and income security here in Uganda, and most communities survive because of beans. What has been so challenging is that most farmers grow beans their normal way, so not much has been taught to them about the agronomic practices that they should follow if they are to earn from beans the way they should be earning. So as Sasakawa Global 2000, beans is one of our focus crops, and we promote it majorly because of food security to the farmers, but also income security. We promote a number of varieties, And right here we are planting an iron-rich variety, which is called narrow bean 1. So important to notice that beans require a very well-prepared seedbed of a selected site, a site that should not be so rocky, a site that should not be flooded, a site that is with good, loamy, well-drained soils. And farmers need to do proper land preparation if they are to get good results from the beans. So after proper land preparation, our beans should be planted well in lines following a recommended spacing. Most farmers broadcast beans in their normal farming practices, but a practice we are discouraging, because when you broadcast, first of all, you use too much of the seed that would be used to plant a bigger acreage compared to when you plant your beans in line. A case in point, when you plant beans in line, you can use approximately 30 kilograms of beans per acre. But if a farmer is broadcasting beans, they can even use 3 times of the beans you use when you plant in line. So the correct spacing for beans is 50 centimeters between lines and 10 centimeters from seed to seed. We do help our farmers. We give them simple ropes which are demarcated to make it very easy for them to know where to place the seed and where to start the line from. So through line planting, farmers are able to use less seed. Farmers are able to achieve the optimum plant population that should be within a given acreage. And it is very easy to carry out other agronomic practices like weeding, fertilizer application, spraying, and harvesting, among others. It is also important to plant in lines because there is no competition for light, for nutrients, as would be where beans are broadcasted. So we do very much encourage our farmers to plant the beans in lines so that they can achieve much more yield compared to when they broadcast. So it doesn't end on planting in lines. We do realize that most of our soils are depleted, so we encourage farmers to apply fertilizers. And there are different types of fertilizers. There are those that we can use at planting. For example, like now, the farmers are planting using NPK fertilizer, which is crop specific, one of the blends from grain pulse. But there are other fertilizers that can be used, including DAP, but also farmers can also use their own manure or composite. What we want is to ensure that we supplement our soil to enhance fertility. And after fertilizer application, for as long as the field was very well prepared, what the farmer needs is to now do monitoring to check the germination and ensure that weeding is done timely. For as long as the weeds have started emerging, we should not wait for the beans to flower so that we can start weeding. No. So weeding should be done timely and frequently. And after that, we can control pests using a simple pesticide, for example, cypermethrin, to ensure that our beans are not affected by pests like flies. And we also encourage our farmers to keep monitoring their fields, because when, for example, it rains so much, beans are very susceptible to fungal infections. So we do encourage farmers, especially at podding stage, they should be able to apply some fungicide to ensure that the pods do not rot or fall out. And after that, the farmer will just wait to harvest and enjoy the returns from the field. So beans are really not a complicated crop. All we need is